common question I get is how to set up bands in a power rack. So if you have a power rack that has pins at the bottom, you can set them up in a way to kind of loop it so that you get full tension on the band. Because what you don't want is to be squatting or benching or doing any movement and have total slack at the bottom. So the way we have this set up is pins set in a distance far enough back that when you step back, the band is in line with your movement. So I'm going to show you on this side how to actually set this up. So I'm going to start with the band with the pin in the front, loop it underneath the band in the back, over top, and then back under this front pin here. And then I'm going to put it up on to the bar. Now, if you pick the bar up and you find that you have uneven tension, you can actually go back down to your pins. And if you have these type of T-pins, you can adjust, this way to make it tighter, this way to make it looser, to even up your band tension. Another way to set up band tension inside the power rack, if you have a power rack, and if you have a power rack that has pins, is to set your pins at a low height, double the bands underneath. You can see these bands are doubled, so not single, they're not choked, they're doubled underneath the pin up onto the bar. Now, the height of the pin is going to depend on your actual body height. So I'm short, so I've got the pins very low. If you're someone that's really tall, you might have the pins up a little bit higher. But basically, you want to set them at a height that you don't have any slack at the bottom. You have some deload of the band at the bottom, but not any slack of the band whatsoever. Okay, so you're going to take your band, whether it's a micro mini, monster mini, you're going to double it under the handle of the dumbbell, even it at the top. Then we're going to take it through the inside of the bumper plate. Put the bumper plate on top of the dumbbell. And then we've got the tension of the band to put onto your bench press, your squat. Typically, you're going to need a lot more weight at the bottom to hold the band and hold the dumbbell in place if you're putting it up high onto a squat rack, onto a squat bar, I should say. If you're bench pressing, you don't need as heavy of a dumbbell to secure the band. But for squat, you will need heavier plate.